Hi, I'm Paco Ojeda. I am the host and producer of the morning live broadcast Coffee and Headlines, which has been available on Facebook and on YouTube for the last 4 years. And today I want to tell you all about my new project, which is called The Spotlight. What is the Spotlight? It's a new online weekly talk show featuring Puerto Vallarta event organizers just like you. It is a dynamic platform where event producers like yourself can showcase upcoming happenings to an eager audience of English speaking locals in Puerto Vallarta. What type of events are we highlighting? Well, the sky's the limit as long as your event has a specific date in which it's happening. It could be your restaurant's weekly special, the grand opening of your hot new bar, an upcoming performance by a visiting artist, or a local musician gearing up for their next gig. We're here for it all. Even if you're a nonprofit organization aiming to draw more attention to your upcoming fundraiser, you are in the right place. If your event has a set date, consider yourself ready for the spotlight. What do you need to step into the spotlight to promote your event? Essentially, two things. First of all, you need a device with a camera and a microphone. This could be your cell phone, your tablet, your desktop computer, your laptop, or whatever device you have used in the past to video call your family or friends. You're also going to need a good internet connection or good enough to make the video call. Again, if you have video called someone from your home or office successfully in the past, you should be all set. You can do it from wherever you are if you have these two ingredients set in place. Once you know that you have a device for a video chat and a good internet signal, all you have to do is head over to the Coffee and Headlines Facebook page at facebook.com/Paco Ojeda Live. There you will find links to upcoming events that I'm producing, which include the next Spotlight, along with my upcoming music appreciation presentations. Click on the Spotlight announcement and you will find 3 links in the event description. Now, these links change on a weekly basis, so you must be sure you are clicking on the next upcoming edition of the Spotlight. The links are a link for viewers to watch on Facebook, a link for viewers to watch on YouTube, and a link for event organizers to register for free and join me in the studio as a guest. Now, you're probably wondering, why do we need a special link for event organizers? There are 2 reasons. The first one is compatibility. The platform that we use for people to watch the spotlight is fairly universal for viewers. This means that you can be on the device of your choice using Facebook or YouTube. And as a viewer, you will not have a problem watching and commenting with the web browser of your choice, whether it is Safari or Chrome, etc. Now, things are a little bit more specific for people that want to join the broadcast as my guests. For example, if you are planning on stepping onto the spotlight to promote your event and you are planning to do so using an iPhone or iPad, you need to download a specific free application from the Apple Store to connect. This is called StreamYard Guest. Now, this brings us to the reason number 2 why there is a special link specifically for event organizer, and that is information gathering. Once you click on the event organizer link, you will be presented with a registration form where I collect the information that follows. First of all, your email address, first and last name, or contact information, which I need to reach out to you and answer any technical questions you may have about joining the live broadcast and to help you troubleshoot any problems. Then I need a little bit of information about your upcoming event. Then I need a link where the general public and I can find out more details about your event. This link could be a Facebook event page, your website, a registration form of your own, or a page for folks to buy tickets if your event is ticketed. It is easier for me to have this information before the next broadcast because I can set it up so that it shows up on the screen while I'm interviewing you. It also helps the audience find out if they're interested in attending your event. They get to find out how to contact you. Finally, and this is completely optional, there is a question about whether you wish to give away a perk during your interview or not. I'll explain how the perk works in a second, but maybe you wish to provide the audience a further incentive to attend your event by offering a discount or a 2-for-1 or whatever you wish to come up with. Again, this is completely optional. Then you hit the register button, and once you do so, you are all set, and you will be at the same page that you will use to connect to the broadcast unless you are on an iPhone or iPad, in which case you will need the special application I mentioned earlier. But once I see that you have filled out your registration form, I will contact you immediately to begin troubleshooting and to schedule a test connection. I want to make sure that you look and sound as good as possible, and this is always easier if we connect ahead of time. As an event organizer, of course, you could also choose to be adventurous and write on your comment that you have an event to announce, and I would do whatever I can on my side to bring you onto the broadcast on the spot. But this is always difficult to troubleshoot if I am conducting a live broadcast at the same time. So it's always better to know ahead of time that you intend to join the broadcast as an event organizer. Once the live broadcast begins, I bring you onto the stage, just as I did my dear friend Amy Armstrong and my dear friend Mark Hartman not too long ago, and that puts you on the spotlight. Now it is time for me to ask you questions about your event, what makes it worth attending, what makes it special, and it gives you as an event organizer the opportunity for all of us to get to know you better and for you to answer specific questions the audience may have about your event. At the end of your interview, if you've chosen to give something away, we do a drawing where viewers enter a specific keyword in their comment, and a winner is randomly selected by the platform we're using to produce the broadcast. Once a winner is determined, it is up to you and the winner to connect, and that completes our mission. Now, here are some pros and cons for event organizers wanting to step into the spotlight. For starters, a pro, it is free, and the interview goes on as long as there is fun and interesting information to share. Number two, we have a captive audience. With 4 years of hosting Coffee and Headlines, we now have close to 6,200 followers on Facebook and close to 3,000 followers on YouTube. These are a combination of English-speaking year-round locals, seasonal visitors, and tourists trying to find out what to do while they're here. Another pro is a broader distribution. Again, each version of the Spotlight is available on Facebook, on the Coffee and Headlines page, and on YouTube in a dedicated playlist. And for the more technologically abled event organizer, the interviews are always available for you to share or forward to your own client base or repurpose in any way that suits you. As for cons for event organizers, well, you do have to be available at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon to join us live. You have to have the technology we mentioned earlier at your disposal. And last but not least, not everybody loves the camera. Some people are camera shy, and there is only so much I can do about that. But if your challenge is not that you are camera shy, maybe your challenge is that you don't speak English, I can hold your hand, and I'm happy to translate what you have to say if you are communicating in Spanish. Simultaneous translation is something we can definitely do. As for audiences, there are also pros and cons to watching live. For starters, watching is available for free on both Facebook and YouTube. And if you are watching live, you can ask event organizers specific questions if you have any. And if an organizer has offered a perk, you could win a perk in the draw. Of course, in order to be able to ask questions or win perks, you do have to be available at 4 p.m. to watch the broadcast. But if all you want is to find out what is going on as an audience member, you can watch on demand whenever it is convenient to you. And that is the spotlight in a nutshell. I trust that with the passing of time, more and more people will tune in to find out what is going on in Puerto Vallarta as far as specific events are concerned, and more event organizers will choose to come onto the spotlight with me to let us know what's going on with your own event.